Insanity Max 30 T25. What is the difference? What's going to get you the best results? Let's find out today. This is the first time you've seen one of my videos. I went from this guy right here to that guy right there by kicking my own butt. Let me kick yours. The link is in the description below to get started today. I really want to dig into this. A lot of people keep asking me, what is the difference between T25 and Max 30? There is a reason I held off on doing this video for so long. If you've seen me many times, I've done a lot of versus videos, P90X versus Insanity, Max 30 versus Transform 20, all kinds of different things. Today's video is going to be unique. It's going to be interesting because I have a very different opinion about these two programs. Here we have T25, Alpha and Beta, and then you have Max 30, month 1, month 2. These you don't need anymore. You know, did you guys know this was like, oh, maybe 50 to 100 bucks. This was about $119, and you know, a bunch of DVDs that you put in. You don't need that anymore. You can get both of these on Beachbody On Demand. It's like the Netflix of streaming. You're kidding yourself if you're missing out on this, because you can get access to the entire library, and then the versus videos become a little bit easier because you can do both of them and figure out which one works best for you. And again, I'm not here to sell you either one of these, T25 or Max 30. You gotta do what's gonna work best for you, and that's the goal, that's the purpose of today's video, is to help you get the results that you deserve. So you don't have to do either one of these. You can even do this. Hey, I'm not judging. It's your life. Live it as you want. So here we go. I'm gonna kind of break this down. We're gonna talk about the workout, kind of the logistics of it. Then we'll dive into the nutrition, which a lot of you will click off the video for because you don't follow nutrition plans, but you should, because that's the key to success. And then I'm gonna wrap it up and let you know what I recommend. Oh, let's say over here we'll do T25, over here we'll do Max 30. Let's put them head to head and see what's gonna happen. Okay, so let's talk about how many minutes you're gonna have to invest per day. Very simple, very easy. Only 25 minutes a day on T25, hence the name, and only 30 minutes a day on Insanity Max 30, hence the name. 60 total days with Insanity Max 30, 70 total days with T25. Now, the difference is the weekly format. On Max 30 over here, you're gonna work out 5 days a week. One day is going to be a kind of a cool down type of workout. It's called Pulse, stretching, mobilization, things like that. And then your 7th day will be a true rest day where you don't even put in a workout. You just rest and recover. 25, 5 days a week. But the 5th day, you're gonna do double. So you're actually doing a little bit more. You're not just doing 25 minutes on the 5th day on Fridays. You're doing double day Friday, which means 2 workouts. You can space them out. You can do them back to back, or you can do one in the morning, one in the evening. Totally your call. Day number 6 is going to be called Statter Day. You just kind of measure your stats, see how you're doing, see how you're progressing, and then you move on. So not really a workout that day. And then day 7 is also a stretch workout. So very similar to Pulse, where you're stretching, recovering, and mobilizing. The concept behind Max 30 is to max out. Your goal is to go as hard as you absolutely can. Push yourself to the absolute limit until you literally want to fall over. That is what Max 30 is all about. All right, now T25, on the other hand, it's either, the concept is you either nailed your workout or you barely made it. And your goal is to progress better and better and better each and every day. Both of these workouts have modifiers. So if you're just starting out on either one of them, it's okay. You don't have to go full board straight ahead day number 1. You can kind of take it easy and then get yourself into the program. But ultimately, you're gonna wanna get to the point where you can rock and roll on this workout and say that you're getting the best absolute value out of the program that you're doing. Now, here's my favorite part, equipment needs. You don't need jack for either one of these programs. You do not have to spend all this money going out and buying a bunch of equipment. The only difference really would be on T25 Gamma and some of T25 Beta. There's gonna be some weighted moves. You can choose between maybe a resistance band or dumbbells. I prefer you do dumbbells. It's a little bit easier for the moves that you're doing, but that's about it. Now, if you are working out on a hard floor, concrete, ceramic tile, something like that, no cushion at all, I do recommend getting a fitness mat. The reason for that is you don't want to jack your knees up. You don't want to be throwing your joints down onto a hard surface, because there's a lot of jumping in both of these programs. So if you're jumping a lot, you want to have a little bit of a padded surface to land on. I've used the Beachbody jump mat in the past. Currently I'm using the Gorilla mat freaking love the Gorilla Mat. It is sturdy. I've had it now well over a year, I think almost 2 years now. And as you can see right now, look how beautiful it looks. It's still nice and black, very easy to clean. It's extremely large, so you can lay down on it, move around on it. And that max absorption power, oh man, it feels good when you jump and land on that thing. You can check out the Gorilla Mat. The link is in the description of this YouTube video below. So that's nice. Don't need a lot of equipment. And again, if you're not working on hard surface, you're golden. You don't have to spend any money. Just get the program. All right, let's quickly talk about nutrition. It's very easy, guys, this nutrition thing. But I'll tell you one thing, the one that wins the gold, in my opinion, is the Max 30 nutrition plan. Let's take a look at the T25 nutrition plan. I'll pop it up on the screen for you. Oh my God, that is so ancient and old school and annoying to me, because you calculate your information, and if you're just starting out, because T25 in my opinion is something that you're starting off with fitness. You got to calculate and then say, okay, well I'm gonna have this many calories for breakfast, this many for lunch, this many for dinner. I don't like that. Waste of time, waste of trying to figure things out. I don't like it. Don't like it. But with Max 30, it's simple, it's easy. You plug in the containers. So it's a very similar concept, but all you gotta do is you get the containers off of Beachbody, teambeachbody.com. They'll deliver them to you, and then you literally fill up the containers based on the type of food you're eating. Green is for the veggies and stuff like that. Purple is for the fruit. You got red for the protein. You fill up the container, and that is the right portion for the meal that you're doing. I'll tell you, I got the best results with Max 30 following the container nutrition program. Super easy. Okay, I gave you all the stats of the differences, but which one will work best for you? Which one do I think is better? This is where it gets weird, guys. Unlike my other versus video where I could kind of say, well, if you want this kind, you do this, or here's what I recommend and here's what I like more. This one, they're both kind of cool. So which one wins? Well, here's what I recommend. If you are a beginner, let's say you're in quarantine still from this stupid thing that's going around, and you're like, I have not worked out in a long time, a little bit nervous, but I know I need to get on track. Start with T25 for 2 reasons. One, it's a little bit easier. You gotta ease yourself into fitness. If you try to be all like, I'm gonna do like 100%, that's good, I appreciate that, but at the same time, I've seen so many people get frustrated and tired, and they quit, and they stop, and they fall back to their old methods and madness, and that's not what you want. You wanna be successful. Doing something like T25 is that onset to fitness. You can kind of start, stay committed, 25 minutes a day, super easy to stay committed to that. Now, if you're a little bit more advanced, let's say you've been doing workouts for a while. Let's say you go to the gym, your gym is shut down, and you need to do something at home. Insanity Max 30, much more intense, very hardcore, because the idea is you're pushing yourself to the limit. Max out. It's about going as hard as you possibly can, giving it your all. Now, some of you people out there, we call them trolls. Yeah, you know, you'll say, well, both of these programs are garbage. You need to just go to the gym. All right, hold on a minute. Just hold on a minute. One thing I want to address is if you actually commit yourself to one of these programs, and honestly, I don't care if it's T25 and Max 30, if you give it your all, if you're pushing yourself, honestly, I've done fitness for now 10 years. I told you I went from this guy to that guy earlier in the video, you know? Those were my results. Guys, I can do T25 and push myself harder than I ever have before and still get a quality workout out of T25. I can do Max 30 and push myself harder and harder and harder and get a quality workout. If you're doing these programs and you say they're too easy, you're not pushing yourself correctly. You're not doing the workout correctly. So take your shenanigans and go somewhere else, because guys, I'm tired of it. You gotta realize that no matter what workout program you do, even if you're doing Richard Simmons dancing to the 80s, even if you're doing this crazy thing, it does not matter. What matters is that you're pushing yourself. And if it's getting easier, you gotta think, am I going deep enough? For example, squats. Am I going deep enough in the squats? Or am I half-assing it? And that's the point. As it gets easier, you push harder. As the weights get lighter, you get heavier weights. That's how you be successful. So I wanna do a side-by-side comparison of why I say if you're a beginner, start with T25. If you're a little bit more advanced, go with Max 30. Here's an example. I see a lot of similarities between the program. You got a hop squat from Focus T25 versus the hop knee from Insanity Max 30. You can see a little bit of intensity change and difference in the two of these. And another thing with Max 30 is that I noticed the difference between T25 is it goes from one move to the next, to the next, to the next, very limited rest. You're on a high 10 pretty much for all 30 minutes. T25, you'll do the move, have a slight couple second break, and then move on to the next one. And I think that's a big difference. So my hope is that this video was helpful to you. If it was, drop me one of these right now. Get yourself Beachbody on demand. The link is in the description of this YouTube video below. Hop over there, boom, you'll be set with both of them. And if you wanted to, you could try this out. Go to Beachbody on demand, do day 1 of Focus T25. The next day, do day 1 of Insanity Max 30. Which one did you feel more comfortable with? Which one did you enjoy more? Because at the end of the day, guys, when you choose a fitness program, you have to somewhat enjoy it. If you have any questions, as always, comment below. Here to help. Make sure you subscribe for more tips, tricks, fun, and excitement here on the channel. Have an awesome day, live your sweet life, and we'll see you next time.